Hello, I'm Dow Bartling. Well, the older I am, the more that I think. Hey, if you're new here, buckle up because we're about to have a sunnier, warmer day, even if it's raining or snowing out there. For those who know me, you know I've been in this industry for, well, let's just say a long, long time. Longer than most of you have been alive, probably. In all those years, I've learned one thing. We're all salespeople. Every single one of us. Yes, we are. And as they say, you can take that to the bank, bud. Now, early in my career, I had the privilege of hearing and seeing the legendary Ben Feldman.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man from East Liverpool, Ohio, the legend, Ben Feldman, CLU.
Now, Ben was one of 9 children. His family immigrated from Russia. They were Russian Jews, much like my grandma Bartling was when her family immigrated to Bridgewater, South Dakota. Now, Ben was a quiet, unassuming guy, very soft-spoken. But his words, man, those few words were like a power drill, going straight to the heart of sales and life. Like me, he was an introvert, but he knew how to connect. And today, I want to share with you some of his wisdom and how it applies to, well, anything that we're trying to get across. Ben said, you'll have the same problems when I walk out as you had when I walked in, unless you let me take those problems with me. In other words, stop selling the product. Sell the solution. Solve the problem. Solve the problems. Think about parenting. Are you selling rules to your kids, or are you selling their need for guidance and understanding? Are you selling a chore, or are you teaching responsibility? I remember of an advisor trying to sell a client a policy. Now, the agent was rambling on about the premiums and the riders, and the client looked at him like, man, you're speaking Klingon.
You have not experienced Shakespeare until you have read him in the original Klingon.
Then the advisor got wise, and he said, imagine your family safe and secure no matter what or when. Boom, a sale. It's not about the policy. It's about the peace of mind. Just like when you're trying to get your kids to eat their vegetables. It's not about the spinach. Sell the superpower that Popeye gets. And I know some of you are going to Google Popeye, and I don't mean where you get your chicken. It's been said, you'll have the same problems when I walk out as when I walked in, unless you let me take your problems with me. Stop selling and start solving. Now, Ben knew that simple sales. He said, I do not sell life insurance. I sell money. I sell dollars for pennies apiece. My dollars cost 3 cents per dollar per year. Keep it simple, folks. If you can't explain it to a 5-year-old, you're, overdoing it. An advisor once tried to explain a complex financial strategy to a client, and they were using charts and graphs and all kinds of things. It didn't take long for the client to get that deer in the headlight look. So the advisor got wise and he grabbed a napkin and he drew a stick figure family. He said, here's you, here's your family, and here's the money that they are going to need if something happens to you. The client got it instantly. Sometimes you just need a napkin and a stick figure. Like when Johnny was explaining to his teacher, yes, indeed, my dog ate my homework. He was hungry. It smelled like bacon. Simple. I do not sell life insurance. I sell money. I sell dollars for pennies apiece.
See, I've got discounted dollars, and you'll have to have dollars. You'll have to have money. Why don't you let me pay the tax on your estate? And leave your total estate to your family.
Well, that'd be nice.
Well, if you...
If I can afford it.
Well, there's a tax on your estate, Pete.
Boy.
A New York Life will pay that if your company will pay us that. Do you notice it's less than 2% per year?
Most people buy not because they believe, but because the salesperson believes. Ben knew attitude was everything. If you don't believe in what you're selling, no one else will. Walk with confidence, even if you need to fake a little while. Ben was successful because he mastered his attitude and sales basics better than his competition. Advisor had one of those days where everything was going wrong. He started the day off and he spilled coffee on himself. He got a flat tire. And then he was preparing his presentation and his computer crashed. But when he walked into the client's office without the PowerPoint presentation, he just smiled and says, "Isn't it a beautiful day today?" The client got their problem solved that very day by the advisor. So hang in there. Like when you tell yourself you're a morning person, even when you're still half asleep. Positive attitude, that's the key. Even when your house has been destroyed by a tornado 4 days prior to a company deadline. Believe me, I've been there. I got the t-shirt. Most people buy not because they believe, but because the salesperson believes. Maintain a positive attitude. Now, Ben was a creative genius. Did you know he holds the world record? He wasn't afraid to think outside of the box. Term insurance is temporary, but your problem is permanent. Creativity is the key. There was an advisor who brought a toy parachute to a meeting and said, "This is what insurance does. It catches you when you fall." The client loved it and signed up right on the spot. Another advisor, she had a system where she would mail out articles and different things that she knew her clients and potential clients were interested in. She used her creativity. You see, she mailed this article to this client. Put a little note on it, says, thought you might be interested in this. Give me a call. She wrote that right on the flyer itself. Mailed it. Didn't email it, didn't fax it, mailed it to the person with the handwritten note. She waited about 7 days. Then she took an exact duplicate of that flyer and stuck a Post-it note on it and said, Roy, I don't really think you meant to throw this away. Give me a call. You see, what she had done is she crumpled up that flyer, kind of into a ball, to make it look like it had been thrown in the trash. Then she flattened it out with all the wrinkles in it and then put that Post-it note on there. Do you think she got a call from Roy? Yes, she did. His curiosity was up, and he made that call. Be creative. Like when you convince your spouse that your collection of old comics and record albums are an investment portfolio. Be creative. Now, Ben understood that sales principles are timeless. They work 100% of the time. Your value depends on what you make of yourself. So make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. Learn the fundamentals, and you can sell anything at any time. But the basics never change. Listen, understand, solve. It's like riding a bike. Once you learn it, you never forget. And just like those fundamentals in sales, the fundamentals in life are the same. Be kind, be honest, be helpful. Your value depends on what you make of yourself. So make the most of yourself, for that's all there is of you. Understand and practice sales and life principles. So there you have it, folks. 5 timeless sales techniques from the legend Ben Feldman. And a few of my own, of course, ridiculous stories. Remember, we're all salespeople. We're selling ideas. We're selling dreams. And sometimes we're just trying to get our kids to eat their vegetables. Remember, I'm rooting for you. Yes, I am. Because, folks, we're in this together. And blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. You take care.